Oh my god, with the explosions. It's actually really loud. Lord Tigger, we must head back. The timing is unfortunate. I think we have much in common. Let's be sure to continue our conversation when we have a chance. He's like trying to make a friend. The city is exploding. And the guy's like, okay, well, let's go deal with the explosions, but like, let's totally follow up this conversation. I really like you. We have a lot in common. Let's continue to chat sometime, dude. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we are checking out a Sega Saturn classic known as Shining Force 3. Now, this is the first Sega Saturn game I've played for my channel, so I'm super excited. I'm always excited when I play a system I have not played before, or a game from a system I haven't played before, I should say. We are opening up to a scene of a castle just in a lot of trouble with some kind of mechanized robot. A Legend of Zelda Link-looking character summoning the power of gears to help him defeat his enemies. Gears and steam will power his vengeance. As he runs in a rather stiff-looking computer animation there. Different houses, elves with blue hair. There's flying dragons that want to attack you for some reason. Also a woman who really looks like Link. The characters are starting to look remarkably, trademark infringingly similarly to Link. We've got skies full of dragons. This is a game I've never played before. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just dictating it as I see it. Satan in statue form watches over an evil fire with lasers coming out of his eyes, shooting into the gears. We've returned to the gears and the gear-powered steam hero, who also seems to be channeling the power of ancient rune text and heaven itself. What is this? Like the spirit of his long-lost sister? I have no idea what's happening in this intro. I will say, for some of these Japanese RPGs, they have really abstract intros. In a weird way, this isn't that abstract, because we're seeing, like, heroes and enemies and villains and stuff. But honestly, like, now he's dueling with someone in black armor. I thought he was fighting a robot. I have no idea what just happened there. Like, none. Like, I've never played Shining Force 1 or 2. I suppose that's why 3 seems like a bit of a mystery. The Titan of Aspia. Nice that they gave us that little subtext there, just to put the game in context. I have no idea what's going on in this game. I'm super excited to find out, though. I see, we have Tinkerbell and a sleeping wizard with literally the world on his staff. Now, this is a game that is a tactical RPG. I've read a little bit about it, and it is one where I've decided I'm actually going to try and pay a little bit more attention to the story. So I'm actually going to read these dialogues a little bit as we go. So let's see what this wizard has to say. He says, "Oh, it is you, Faye. Play your tricks again. You startled me." I guess Faye is the fairy. Okay, we got some options here. To erase, copy, continue. We're going to go ahead and begin our quest because we've never played this before. Faye, are you sure this is the one we are looking for? Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the one. This one can do the job. Learn to read, Jay. I hope you're right. There's much to be done. Forgive us, child. I don't doubt your ability, but the fate of many lives hangs in the balance. Didn't Faye explain the situation to you? No, in fact, I just kind of walked into this domicile. I don't even know who you or Faye are. So, yeah, she clearly didn't explain anything to me. The search took so long. There wasn't enough time. Do you guys like that stupid fairy? Should I not do voices? You can go ahead and let me know if this is really embarrassing, but no time to explain now either, however. I can allow you to name 3 heroes as you wish. Although he is honest and full of kindness during times of physical conflict, the fury of this man's soul burns hotter and hotter as he releases the savageness of a tiger. He shall be named Synbios. Is that name okay? No. You just told me he has the power of a tiger inside him, so obviously his name is Tigger, in reference to the classic Winnie the Pooh character, who was known for his ferocity and rage. Tigger. There we go. Tigger. A brilliant man with a never-failing composure and iron will that can't be swayed by emotions. He fights like a dragon and slices through the battlefield like wind. He shall be named Meteon. No. If he doesn't have emotions, I'm going to go ahead and say he should be Data. classic Star Trek reference. I think it's only fitting, so we shall call him Data. Okay. Oh my god. D-A. I'm spending a lot of time naming my characters here. This is definitely going to pay off, guys. Don't you worry. Imagine you showed up to be like on a team of adventurers, and you're like, my name is Midion, I'm here to fight. And they're like, that's nice and well and good, but your name is now Tigger. You've been renamed. And you're like, no, but my mother gave me that name. And they're like, well, you're Tigger now. So get in line and answer to every time we say the word Tigger, you answer. Like, that's... You don't want to show up to that adventuring team, let me tell you. It sounds a bit draconian. He rises above all others with a strong spirit, but carries with him a sorrow, a past full of sadness. Oh, man. Once released of this sorrow, his soul will soar as he becomes a wolf. Blah, blah, blah. Julian. No. He's a crybaby. Because he cries a lot. He's got a lot of sadness inside. Are we going to be able to fit baby in there? I think we will. Just enough letters. Now that would suck. At least if they renamed you Tigger, there's like some dignity in it. But if you show up and they're like, your name is Crybaby, now shut up and get in line and prepare to adventure. That is not the adventuring team you want to join. It's time for you to go now. Farewell thee, Tigger. Preparations have been made. I can't believe we named someone Tigger. That's hilarious. I don't know if anyone out there watched Winnie the Pooh as a kid. I definitely, when I was a little kid, I did. It was just hilarious. Okay. Paying attention to the story. I didn't even have a chance to read the title. Nightmare was the first word. That's all I got. So we got some interesting 3D effects going on here. The Sega Saturn, of course, was Sega's attempt to put out a console. You know, I don't even fully know when it came out. I think it was around the time of the N64. Don't quote me on that, though. The Sega Saturn basically didn't live all that long. I mean, I don't know anyone who owned a Sega Saturn. I certainly had never played like a real one back when it was out. So, interesting little bit of trivia about Shining Force 3 here, as we're zooming through this village, checking out the wheelings and dealings of the average village people here, is that there were actually 3 Shining Forces made. There's Volume 1, 2, and 3. But Volume 1, the one we're playing right now, was the only one that was ever localized to English, because the Sega Saturn kind of tanked before Volumes 2 and 3 could ever be put out. So if you are a Shining Force fan, you actually have to, I think, play the Japanese version, or there may be fan translations of Volumes 2 and 3 that you can get. Is this a wolf woman? What is going on there? She looks like a furry. There's a woman hiding in the garden. She's gonna climb in a window, or is she peeping on someone? She's like checking out someone as she changes. She's like, ah. He has the body of a young angel. It makes me pleased to see. Now I will pick up a box to climb into this window and further inspect his buttocks as he changes. Nope. Person didn't like that. Is this a tutorial? Should I be paying attention to this? Is it like showing me that I can move blocks and stuff? Talk to the dog-faced woman here. She says, nope, you shall not enter unless you bring me a treat. Kind of has like a wolf face or something. Oh, she did let me in. I don't know what's going on here. Are you listening, Dentars? Sure. Brutus, you seem to be in a terrible mood, Tybalt. Okay. Just because the peace conference with the Empire isn't going well is no reason to act like an ogre. Don't act like an ogre, that's just beneath you. So pedestrian. You can't blame Tybalt for that. It sure doesn't seem like the Empire is truly interested in cooperating. I feel like we're being just dropped into some like pretty deep like backstory here. I have no idea what Empire, who's Tybalt, what's happening here. Remember, Tybalt, they wouldn't have invaded Burrand if you had quashed the revolt of your people instead of begging the Empire for aid. Oh man, I thought we were gonna go for like a whimsical RPG here. I didn't realize there was so much backstory to sift through. Don't you think I know that? The guilt of inviting them into the Holy Land will stay with me forever. This is... Oh my god, somebody's a centaur in the room. There's totally a centaur in the room. I was so engrossed by how, like, confusing this backstory is, I didn't notice there was literally a horseman in the room. Jeez. Okay, I thought I would pay attention to the story. I'm starting to lose it here, because I have no idea what's going on. And what's worse is the dialogue isn't helping me. Oh, check out that mustache, though. That's totally a 1980s stash. That is the hard truth, Dentars. Alright. Is Tigger gonna show up, or what? Tigger, Crybaby, and Data. The Dream Team gang need to come adventuring in here. With the people in revolt, we have no other choice. There was no way to stop the Imperial invasion. What invasion? What are you talking about? This is like reading a newspaper for a parallel universe that you've never been to, and you've no idea what's happening. As our republic is built recently separated from the Empire, no people now understand the benefits of standing on our own. The Empire has taken advantage of that fact. You know what? Why don't we delve into the finances of this fine empire? Let's open a book and look at our taxes for the last year. That's an exciting way to start a game. We have poured our lifeblood into this while others tear down everything we accomplished unbearable. Okay, so the gist of this is that there's some kind of new empire. They're just splintered from some other group and they're trying to establish themselves, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. We have not forgotten, but there's no need to bring that up. Subject up now. Whoa. You know, I wonder, like, if I had played Shining Force 1 and 2, would this have all made a lot of sense? Or is the point of this game to kind of drop you in and have you discover gradually what's happening? Because, as I say, I have no idea what's happening right now. So, you know what? While we kind of watch this intro in the background, how about I tell you a little bit about this game? So, this is a tactical RPG. It's statistics heavy, and it relies on something called friend combos. Oh wait, hold on, Tigger. Tigger's here. How are things with you, Tigger? Are you getting used to filling in for your father, Conrad? I didn't get to name my father, that sucks. I see. You don't look as if you are. I didn't respond. Ah, Lord Conrad's shame his wealth wouldn't... blah blah blah. Are you unsatisfied? Would you prefer... Is that what you were implying, Tybalt? Oh man, we got like pulled into the most boring conversation in this universe ever. They're like asking me if I'm like happy in my post. Okay. So the tactical RPG, it relies on something called friend combos, so I think the characters can play off at each other. Again, I don't fully know, I haven't tried this game before. You know, your guess is going to be as good as mine when combat starts, how this is going to work. I'm guessing something kind of like Final Fantasy VII, but the friend combos thing kind of intrigues me. Apparently it's a very cool part of this game, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I already mentioned the 3 volume things. You know, there's things where like, apparently Sega had released a trial version of this game that had some key differences, which is kind of neat. They had like unused level format, different voices, different monsters. It was only ever released in Japan, so it's kind of a collector's item. But it's kind of interesting when interesting little demos like that of a game come out and they end up becoming collector's items. Like, it reminds me of PT, which is a game that came out from the creator of Silent Hill and that director who does those kind of weird movies. Can't even say his name. Guillermo del Toro or something. And it was like a really well-regarded demo / trailer / mini game that they put out for free on the PlayStation Store. And then Konami took it away. It's gone. You can't get it. There's not even illegitimate ways to get it. There's no legitimate way to get this game anymore, and there's no even like hacks that you can use. You can't even download a copy of it illegally and put it on your PlayStation. It's just gone. Which, in my opinion, that is the crappiest thing that can happen to a game. I don't know, games, to me, obviously, I play a ton of them. I really cherish the idea of games and the idea of like a really cool game that people love being made and then being tossed to the ether and just forgotten forever and it's never coming back. That's so sad. So it's interesting when games like this have these little interesting collector's editions and so on and so forth. God, these guys are still talking. I feel like the kid in the room who's like, you know, their parents are talking to other parents about like politics or something, and I'm just like in the corner, like literally in my own world, not even paying attention. We're like involved in like a seriously long discussion. Multiple debates are happening. People are talking about like their innermost desires. Okay, he sat in the chair, now he's getting up. I mean, the 3D effects are kind of interesting. I haven't seen a game that's tried to kind of show off this type of 3D phenomenon in this type of like tactical RPG game. So it's kind of interesting. I like that the camera rotates around and the characters seem to rotate when the camera moves and so on. So it's all very neat. But anytime that we can actually play this game, I would be delighted to pick it up. My only fear now, my huge fear is that we haven't been paying attention for so much of the dialogue that we're missing like key things. Like they're like, oh, go to the sacred caves and get the chalice, and we shall begin the sacred ceremony. And then it's going to give me control of the characters, and I'm going to have no idea what to do or where to go. It's always a chance you take when you skip dialogue in a game. You guys ever have that where you're playing a game and there's just too much dialogue and you're like, okay, time to hold A, and you hold it and you just hope that no character is telling you something essential? Because they can totally do that. They could totally be telling you something essential to moving on in the game. You totally skipped it. So I really hope we don't find us in that. We won't find ourselves in that situation. But I mean, honestly, if I literally paid attention to this whole thing, this would just be like a half-hour Let's Play of me like watching an opening cinematic, you know? So, yeah, it's interesting. Whenever I look at the games that are coming up for me to play, I always kind of like am a little worried when there's like an RPG or a game that I know is very engrossing, because I'm just worried that I'm not going to be able to give it enough. I feel like maybe I need to play this game for like 5 hours to really do it justice, because there's scenes like this that take like 20 minutes to get through, and it's not even gameplay. So, yeah, I have not figured out fully... Okay, somebody joined our team. Great. I've not figured out fully how to deal with those super long games. I mean, maybe I could just make longer Let's Plays, or who knows. Oh, we're finally in control. Cool. Okay. Walking around... We can rotate. This is super cool. I like this. So the Sega Saturn controller has 6 buttons, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and then it has L and R bumpers, so you can like rotate like this. Pretty damn cool. Tigger searched directly ahead. Nothing was found. While he was staring at blank space. So how about we have him do this? Inspect. Nothing was found. Is there anything in the bookshelf? Nothing was found. Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. We're probably not going to find anything. I like how RPG heroes just have like no sense of social correctness. They're like, you know what? If I just want to walk into the king's bedroom and rifle through his stuff, that's just what I'm going to do. And that's, you know, my prerogative as an RPG hero. I have absolutely no boundaries. I will talk to anyone. I will go anywhere, search through anyone's stuff, and I will start a conversation with absolutely anyone, and not pay attention to them. Please don't leave me behind. Okay. We have a dog-faced woman and a centaur boy. Odd as you, Grace. So where is Mascarin? That little minx, she's afraid she'll be scolded and is curled up hiding somewhere. She got me in trouble in the middle of the conference. She peeked through the window. That bitch, she peeked through a window. Oh, please, I beg you forgive her. She regrets what she did. Okay, please don't ask that of me, my lord. Would not be good for her. She peeked through a window, and he's like, please don't ask me to forgive her. That would be too much for me. Since Lord Tigger insists, I'll let her off with a warning. Wait, what else were you gonna do? What's the penalty for peeking in this land? Like a severe beating? Like I'll just warn you this time? My god, so you can come now, Mascarin. Sir Dante says he'll forgive you. Jesus, she was so terrified of being caught for peeking that she like literally hid from this man. I sense an abusive relationship, guys. I think we might have to step in here and help this girl. Giggle. I didn't mean to upset anyone. Mascarin, what am I to do with you? What is this? Flowers? What are these for? The messenger gave them to me earlier, presenting you as a way of saying sorry. You think this qualifies? You know, I never thought in an RPG we'd be caught up in so much interpersonal stuff between the characters here. It's not bad. Wait, did it say like you received cut flowers and give me like a little sound notification like I picked up an item? Like, yay, cut flowers! Those will be useful on our adventure. Maybe we can charm an orc and he'll like let us into a dungeon. Giggle? Girls giggle a lot in these Japanese RPGs. Okay. We got another adventure. Okay, we're just like full on... We're building like a whole posse here. The gang is like really coming together nicely. We haven't done anything yet. We're just kind of like a group of teenagers that are just wandering around town looking for trouble. Maybe we'll go to a club later, have a gay old time. It'll be hilarious. These are just like bedrooms. It is kind of interesting how in these games, like you can look in a room without ever looking in a room. Like, look, by rotating the camera, I can see what's in that room, even if my character has no idea. It's like having X-ray vision, actually. It's kind of interesting. Kind of funny, actually, too. It's like my character can just sense that it's a bedroom with nothing of interest, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip it. All right, here we go. Now we're screwed because now I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Since as an empire meeting, our duty is vital. Ill-tempered bump into each other war. We can't let our blah blah blah. Okay, there's like fear of a war in the kingdom. Ooh, look, a man who's raising chickens. I was born in a poor village in the Republic. I ran away with my brother in search of a better life and joined Saraband God. Now I'm healthy, wealthy, and happy. That could be like a campaign slogan. Healthy, wealthy, and happy. Good for you, buddy. Keep eating those chickens. They're great for your complexion. This is a girl. I would like to attack you and steal your cart. Welcome. Can I introduce you to some flowers? No, we already got flowers. Like, how many flowers do you need in an RPG? Oh, no. Oh, God. Leave me alone. Okay, you have to press the C button to skip the text, but then C button also initiates conversation, so it's a vicious cycle if you mess it up. Okay, let's see here. It's a nice seaside village, actually. Kind of reminds me of, like, King's Landing or something in Game of Thrones, because that's, like, right by the sea. And they sometimes walk through the gardens near the sea. We could talk to this old lady, but I guarantee you she's not going to have anything useful to say. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's see what she says. Saraband became a permanent neutral country because Emperor Dominic permitted it. It is considered to be one of the seven wonders of the continent. However, I wonder why he allows a country to exist. That's actually more information than I thought. A lot of times in these RPGs, you talk to like these random NPCs, and they're like, "My name is Terry," and like that's all they have to say. It's like, well, thanks a pant load, buddy, for mentioning that. Like, imagine you walked up to someone on the street, stared at them, and then said, "Sup?" And like, what would they say to you? It's funny how like friendly NPCs in games actually are, because in real life somebody would just say, "Don't bother me," or they wouldn't even say anything. They just keep on walking. But in RPGs, everyone like seems to want to chat you up. Okay, let's see what these guys say. Believe me, I understand you want to go to Balsamo and kick butt and take names. If the public really wants to liberate Barkan, you won't do any good. You'll have to find another way. Okay, don't tell me how to wage war, buddy. I was waging war while you were still suckling at your mother's teat. Me and Data and Tigger, all about war. We've seen more battles than anyone. Although right now we seem to be lost in an unforgiving town. We have no idea how to actually get anywhere or fight anyone. I want action! Can we go this way? Yeah, okay. So we're just kind of, I guess in this early level, kind of exploring our way through the town. That's fair enough. You know, actually, one thing that I have noticed about RPGs... Stop! Republican soldiers! Yo, these guys are Trump supporters. Let's get them. They voted for the Tea Party! Get them! This is looking rather grim, Grace. Oh no! This guy is, ultra-conservative, so what's grim about Republican soldiers? I'm trying to think of, like, jokes we could make, but I can't come up with any off the top of my head. I think we've come to a bad place. I think we should turn around now. Oh no! Oh no, wait a second! You people must be spies. Do you think we'd let spies escape so easily? We're like all looking at each other, confused. What do you mean? You come to the Imperial District thinking you can get away with it? I think we need to beat some sense into your thick skulls. Yeah, don't you come to our side of town and not expect to get beat up. Apparently that's what the Republican Guard stands for. Hey, I don't like your tone. Are you challenging us? Okay, dude. It wasn't their tone, it was the words they used. They said, "We are going to beat you up." There's nothing in their tone that is ambiguous about that. It's the words they use that were aggressive. You actually think you're worthy enough to fight us? Boy, a lot of dialogue leading up to this fight. It's like watching a couple of, like, I don't know, jocks posturing in a bar. Like, neither really wants to fight the other, but, like, neither can go away because it would be like a loss of face. So they're just constantly like one-upping each other, talking. Prepare to learn how it is when a battle, when you've lost an arm or two. Okay, now they're all looking at each other like, oh, what did he say to us? All right, hold it right there. Man. You must be Sir Campbell of the Empire, and I believe you're the Emperor's son and prince. Okay. Yes, I'm Data. Oh, we're finally meeting Data. Okay, so it's interesting we got to name our characters, and they weren't even like a gang at the start. They're now like all encountering each other. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of interesting the way they're doing this. They're kind of like giving you this backstory and these encounters, this dialogue. I don't not appreciate that, actually. What I was about to say before we encountered this gang of armed Republicans is that one thing that I've noticed about computerized RPGs is that they've really emphasized combat and, figuring out how to make combat really cool. But if for anyone who's ever played a pen and paper RPG, there's really two elements to it. Combat, and then everything else. The dialogue, the sneaking, the negotiating, the planning, the talking to NPCs. Oh my god, it's like mixing RPG and NPC. Yeah, rocket-propelled neutral person. Anyway, the whole non-combat aspect to RPGs, I think, is super interesting. I like the idea of negotiating your way out of things, branching storylines, dialogue, backstory, talking, all that stuff. I think is super cool. I think not enough RPGs do it well, because the simpler thing to do is just combat. Combat is easy. It's just some statistics, some abilities, some button clicks, and you do it in an interesting, well-done way, and you have a really good RPG. And so, as interesting as games like Fallout and many other RPGs are, in terms of their combat, Deus Ex, I think what's interesting about games like Fallout and Deus Ex is that they have tons of non-combat things in them. And so, this story, I mean, this seems pretty linear and so on, so I'm not saying this necessarily on the same level as those other RPGs, but it's interesting. It's interesting to think about that kind of stuff when you're playing a new RPG. Like, not only does it have good combat like Final Fantasy or whatever, but does it actually have a non-linear story? Does it have non-combat things you can do? Because personally, when I go to play a role-playing game, I actually want to feel like I'm part of that world. And being part of the world, I'm not constantly getting into gunfights in my real life. I would love an RPG where it's really like a simulator of being in that virtual world and being able to do tons of non-combat things, and combat's just one part of it when you have to fight. And so games that have more of that non-combat stuff are very interesting to me. Something exploded. My mind was elsewhere. I wasn't really paying attention. Why is everyone like half animal and dog in this game? Oh my god, things are really exploding. I see now, those explosives were used for this attack. Yep. Well, that much is obvious. However, for what reason? Holy crap, what is that old man? He looks literally like a goblin monster. Who could trust a face like that? Oh my god, with the explosions. It's actually really loud. Lord Tigger, we must head back. The timing is unfortunate. I think we have much in common. Let's be sure to continue our conversation when we have a chance. The city is exploding. And the guy's like, okay, well, let's go deal with the explosions, but let's totally follow up this conversation. I really like you. We have a lot in common. Let's continue to chat sometime, dude. He's trying to make a friend during a wartime explosion. Okay. Hurry back to our headquarters. So I guess we have to go back the way we came. Oh, it's doing it automatically for us. Okay, fine. Hurry! If I can, remember the way back. It's got, this epic heroic music. I've yet to fight anything. Human, animal, or mineral. Am I gonna fight something, finally? Or am I gonna get in a long, drawn-out conversation with Birdbeak Man here? We detonated the explosives in time. He seemed to return to his headquarters. That's what they were trying to summon me? This guy looks like a stand-up fella. It doesn't look like anything suspicious here. You're not Data and his allies. You are swine from the Republic. Yo, them's fighting words. I don't like the tone of his voice, eh, horseman? Seems that we're the ones Data was pursuing. ... That means he was contemplating things. He was just thinking pensively. Do you think you can fight me with that pitiful band? I'll cut you all to pieces. Yo, he's got a gang of bird fellas. Let's kick those birds in their butt. Send them home. Make their butts really sore from being kicked so much. Ooh. Items, hold. Yeah. Okay, so this kind of is reminding me of like Tactics Ogre or whatever. I forget the full name of that game. Tactics Ogre, Let Us Bring Together or something. Jeez, what the hell just happened there? Like zoomed in just so I could watch her get like kicked in the face? Wait, let's go like this. An attack! Hee-ya! Now we're gonna zoom in and watch me attack you from the side, brah! Boom! 5 damage. Hey, I got experience just for the attack. That's actually interesting. So I was talking about, you know, RPG games having non-combat things. One other thing that kind of goes hand in hand with that. Oh my god, did he kill her? Holy shoot! She just died. Uh-oh, wait. This is now not looking good for me. I think I might lose this battle. If these guys are that effective. So having non-combat things in games, you know, I like the idea of earning experience for non-combat things, but I also like the idea of earning experience just for like being in a fight. You don't necessarily have to defeat things to earn experience. You should earn more experience for beating things, but just getting in a fight should earn you experience. Because think about real life. Like say you're playing a really hard video game and you keep dying, but you keep doing a little better each time. You don't have to beat the video game in order to get better at it. You personally just have to play the same levels over and over, even if you're dying and not doing well. So the idea of earning experience just for being in the mix, I think is kind of cool, actually. We need to like focus our attacks here. So we're totally gonna gang up on these guys one at a time. The power of horse defeats you. Boom. I don't know how to initiate friend power, but if I did, trust me, I would. Because there's something called friend combos. I have a sneaking suspicion we're never going to live to see it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's try and be more tactical about this. And get into like a good position, because I realized I just ran out into the middle of the field. We should try and like have our backs to a wall and kind of be in a corner so that these guys, they can't really like get to us very easily. Oh god, he's totally gonna kill me, isn't he? Did I mess this one up hardcore? Jeez, because they're decimating me.
Is this the end?
Is this the end? I love that. Tigger was defeated. It's one of these games where like you have like a main character, and if that character dies, and that's it. My lost lamb, glad you've come. What can I help you with? Revive me? Let me check for any problems. Reviving, sure. Bring someone back from the dead. Masculine can now return to battle as wishes. Yeah, how about can you heal people? You know what? Let's go ahead and save. Yes, go ahead and save the game to the system. Don't power down, please. Again, who's like save and then immediately is like run? They turn the power off the system. They're like, whew, glad we saved. The adventure's been saved. You can resume at any time. Will you continue? Yes. Do you want something else? No, I do not. So how do we get out of this? No. 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 How do I say no? No. Okay, there we go. Inspect. I like how all these people are just like dancing in church. They're just like, yeah, love my church. Gotta move those legs. Don't want to be stagnant. Alright. Let's go find these bird people who murdered me and murder them back. Oh, like puts me right back in that fight. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. She's gonna stand there, because she did not stand up at all. Ooh, we can burn them with fire. There is no one to target. Okay. That's okay. So, she's gonna go like this, and she's just gonna hold. She's just gonna like defend herself. Now, he's gonna go like this, and hold. See, the trick is we want these guys to kind of come one at a time, and then once they round the corner, we're just gonna decimate them. We're like luring them into like a very nasty trap. Like that one guy there, he's about to get wrecked. He may He may hit a whole old Dentaras for 2 hit points. But trust me, he's about to get demolished big time. Okay. Priest. She will stay back. What kind of magic does she have? Heal! That is what we needed. Okay. So defend yourself. Now, what's going to happen? There's no targets. Hold on, we need magic. The power of magic. Yes. So she can attack from behind. Okay, we're going to have a front line of Tigger and the Horseman. And coming from behind, Jesus, she's like summoning all the elements to destroy this guy. 10 damage! My god. She just like, basically she lobbed a Molotov cocktail to this poor SOB. Boom. Oh, buddy. You're getting, a lance to the gut. Alright. This is how we have to do it. I'm surprised that with the very first battle of this game, you have to be like, so selective. Okay. I'm gonna like do this, and I will hold, and I'll wait for these guys to come up. Yeah, I figured they were gonna start attacking me like this. Hopefully we can out-heal them. So we can heal faster than they can damage us. That's my hope. Oh no, 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 no. This was a total mistake. Jesus. Half my health is already gone. They have so little hit points. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Heal. Cover hit points. Of. Okay, now we have to go closer. Go like this. Then we're going to go magic heal. We're going to heal him. Alrighty. Friend combo initiated. You are now healed. The power of rainbows shall heal you. Alright, easy enough. Wait. Okay. Let's go ahead and have her do some more magic, I think. I think that's the key thing to remember with this one is magic attacks! Fire! Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I played a lot of these old RPGs, I would kind of like over level my characters and like grind them out in early levels. So what I mean is, so let's say you're playing an RPG and you're in the early levels, and you have the option of like moving forward into the higher levels, or you can just hang around the early levels and fight like really easy monsters for a long period of time and slowly build your stats up. That's what I would do. In almost every RPG I ever played, I would always like linger around these early stages, really building up my characters. Ooh, I blocked. Really building up my characters so they were like a level or 2 more powerful than they should be. So that for these like early monsters, it was like trivial for me to destroy them. And it would take a long time. But what would happen is, okay, maybe I'd be like, earn my guys all the way up to like level 3 or 4 when they should be level 1s or 2s in this early stage. Then I would go and try to move on to the next area of the game, and I would be really powerful and it'd be easy. And then I'd go from levels 3s and 4s to like 4s and 5s, and now I'd be in an area where you're supposed to be level 2 and 3. And you see how this is going to go? So it's like every single level that I went to after I grinded out those like early stages, I would be more powerful than I need to be. And as a result, you know, it kind of made the game like easy. So that was my strategy as a kid. I would like literally overplay the early levels to level my guys up so that they would have an early advantage, and that early advantage would just carry through the entire game, making them a little more powerful than they should be and making the whole game kind of easy. And like that's how I used to like playing RPGs. There's no targets. Okay, what are we doing? Magic? I don't even know if it's worthwhile to do magic on these guys. Maybe if I go over here and I magic this guy? Burns with fire. Oh, there's no target. Okay. So let's go like here, and we'll magic him. Boom! We're gonna magic you to your face, buddy. How do you like them apples? So yeah, what was your guys' strategy in RPGs? Like, that was literally a go-to strategy I always used. It was kind of like the idea of investing early in your characters with their experience would then make the later levels so easy. Now, they kind of got smart about RPGs eventually, because in some more modern RPGs you can't really do that, because the enemies you face are always a proportional level to you. So it's like they're oh god. You know, I'm just gonna kind of run over here because I'm about to die, and if Tigger dies, the jig is up. Oh no, don't kill Masquerin! No! Oh man, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, so she needs to heal. She needs to heal Tigger. Tigger's the main gangster. He is not allowed to die. For the love of God, do not kill Tigger. 8 hit points recovered. Good, good. Okay. Now he is going to attack this dude. Literally, this horseman is doing the heavy lifting. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter if the horseman dies, first of all. But plus, he seems to be pretty badass. He's doing severe damage. I mean, imagine a literal man-horse chasing you down and stabbing your gut with a spear. Yeah, you would die pretty fast, too. I'm going to try and keep everyone alive, though. Tigger is just going to keep defending. We're, like, afraid of this one guy. No, don't attack! Oh, are you attacking the priest? No, you're killing! Oh, I think he almost killed our little priest woman there. Okay. Can we do this? Yeah. And we're gonna go to magic. You know, another thing I like about this game is that you can move through your own characters. That's actually cool. Because it's the worst thing in the world when you're trying to, like, move somewhere and one of your other characters is in the way and you have to, like, move them around. Wait, no effect on Grace. Wait, did I heal the wrong person? Aw, damn it. Okay. Let's see if this guy can save her. Come on, masked. Kill the masked monk, Dentaras. Critical hit! Yo, he saved her! Power of friendship perseveres. Yeah. Alright. I like how this fight started in a field, and like my guys got cornered into an alley, and they were like literally just trying their best not to get killed. These masked monks in reality are just a bunch of murderers. Yeah, you think? Okay. These monks are obviously responsible for the explosions. Wait, what do you mean, obviously? We didn't see them with explosives. They were not caught red-handed. They were just like a gang that attacked us in the streets. In any case, let's go back to our headquarters. I feel like we're like some kind of medieval Justice League. It's like, back to the headquarters! The mayor needs us! Central Southband. Okay, I'm assuming we have to go this way. Wow, oh no, enemy attacks, but I'll never run. I'll protect my governor's mansion. Okay. Wait, is this not the headquarters? Okay, I guess we have to go back. Where the hell did we come from? Oh, this is now ultra confusing. Okay, I think we came through here. Wish I had a mini map. I wonder if I could pull one up actually. Let's see. Oh, interesting. You can like change the views. Oh, look at that. A nice wide view. Okay, what do these other buttons do? Oh, there we go. Okay. How do I get out of this though? Oh, there we go. Interesting. Okay, there's like a wagon and... Oh, the chicken man. The chicken man. He was healthy and wealthy and happy because of those chickens. You know what? That's what I want out of life. I want to be healthy, wealthy, and happy, and I want to eat a lot of chicken nuggets. If that could happen, I would literally be the happiest person alive. Eat a lot of chicken and play a lot of video games. King Bentram, is the Emperor Domeric with you? Oh good, we're engaging with random politics again. Domeric, I need Domeric, you're not a knight, and Terra is blah 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 blah. This means I need the child next to you is the son of Conrad. Oh man, what is going on here, King Bentram? Oh man, look at this! So much story! We've literally been in a single fight. We've leveled one character up from level 1 and 2. How long have we been playing this for? Like 40 minutes? This is a very interesting RPG. There's so much story. No, Lord, please wait! Please release Emperor Domeric. Even if you're my king, I, Dentaras, upon my oath as a knight, can't allow you to abduct the Emperor. Just like I have severely conservative views about peaking and the punishments therein. Interesting. So you're saying you will cut me down if I try to leave with the Emperor? That's exactly what I'm saying, sir. Oh my, the fierce noble knight in tires is about to screw me. Whatever will I do? First of all, you only have 4 guards. I just killed like 6 for no reason in the middle of a courtyard. You're standing right in front of me. I could kill you in an instant, and then those 4 guards ain't gonna be nothing. So I would stand back if I were you, because if my guy decides to go Hulk, you're kind of screwed. Waiting for her. Stop wasting my time and do it. It's like that scene from The Watchmen when Rorschach was like, "Do it! Do it!" Ah, so you change your mind then. Blah, 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 blah. And off we go. This is, you know, like the intriguing story of medieval politics and the usurper and a coup and bird people and explosions. The world of Shining Force. Never a dull moment. We can't just let this happen. We've got to try and talk some sense in him. Oh good, more dialogue. Oh no, that guy's bad. Let's talk to him. Not the way it typically goes in RPGs. Usually there's a fight. I guess it's going to be a fight of words. Tigger is very... He knows a lot of SAT words, let me say that much. He's very good at this whole negotiation thing. He wanted to be a terrorist negotiator for the police force, but ultimately he went into knighthood just to please his father. You took your time, Tigger. What do you mean? I literally followed you in. With all the chaos outside, I was concerned. What's wrong, Tigger? What's the matter, Tigger? Where's Emperor Domeric? Did you say Emperor Domeric? What have you done? Answer me. Lots of people are surprised and shocked. There's like an evil, ugly little dwarf man who's come in. What are you talking about, Brutus? Or he's more like a goblin, not really a dwarf. Like, look at that. He has like little sharp teeth. My god. What did you guys think that this RPG would be going in? Like, if you'd never seen this before and you just saw that I played this, what were you expecting here? Because I gotta say, I thought we would be doing more RPGing. I feel like we're hanging around the town, just getting involved in politics. There's lots of story. I've literally seen one fight. I would love to see a couple more fights. We've got like people who are half animal. You know, there's a Republican witness. Do you still want to play innocent? Okay. I don't know what the significance of any of this is. Can we please go explore a cave and kill an orc? That's what I really want to do. The combat system isn't bad. It's like it kind of feels like the Tactics Ogre thing. I like how you can move around and position your guys so you can build formations. I like that because I was able to defend the healer and the magic user behind the warriors and like reposition people around and try and like lure the enemy into choke points and stuff. I like that kind of RPG combat. It reminds me of like Fallout 1 and 2. It was like that. What other games are like that? Tactics Ogre. I can't think of too many others off the top of my head, but I like that. Or XCOM even. Well, XCOM wasn't an RPG, but I mean, it might as well have been. It was so close. It was like a tactical simulation strategy game. But I like being able to position your guys. You know, like my complaint about the combat system in games like Final Fantasy is your guys are like literally standing in a row, and there's no way to like position 2 people in front of someone else so that the enemies have to attack those 2 people first. Like, your guys are just all open season. The enemy's going to attack whoever the enemy wants to attack. I like being able to position guys, so it's like I like that type of combat. I wish there was just a little bit more of it in this game. I mean, the graphics are pretty nice, actually. Like, they're pretty good looking. I mean, the characters look amazing, I think. I think the 3D environments are a little barren, but you have to remember kind of the time this came out. For its time, I think they're pretty interesting. And the sort of little portrait here, these portraits are done well, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so far, it strikes me as like a very well-made RPG. This is a slow start. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. It's a slow start. It's my only speculation. Like, they're still discussing. They're like, did you kidnap the Emperor? Who's got the Emperor? What's the Emperor? What is an Emperor? Define emperorness. Am I the emperor? Are you the emperor? Like, they're going on and on about imperial army. That, like, they're getting involved in these long debates. To be continued in part 2, guys. Faye, are you sure this is the one we are looking for? Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the one. This one can do the job. Learn to read, Jay.